Good morning, Ascension. This is Mr. Rulli here once again, broadcasting to the teachers and classes of grade 10 students who are working on their Literacy Wednesday exercises. As you'll remember from last week, our focus for this year's Literacy Wednesday exercises are the multiple choice sections of the literacy test, and we talked a great deal about troubleshooting. Troubleshooting is our key word, and remember we said that troubleshooting meant applying different solutions to see which might best fit our problem. And what we recall from troubleshooting is that we can't apply all of these tactics or strategies. We have to see which one best fits. So what I'd like to do again this week is to see if we can find ways to apply some different troubleshooting strategies, ones that were different than the ones that we applied for last week's multiple choice questions. Let's do a quick review of the troubleshooting strategies. The first strategy that we highlighted and we put to good use last week is do not skim and scan. We know that you can't read aloud or too loudly as you're completing the multiple choice, but we want to make it the case that you're not skimming over any of the questions. You're reading them as explicitly as you can, and you're not overlooking any key details. Again, another strategy, not one that can be used all the time, but in some circumstances may be useful. We want to try to determine the answer to our question before looking at the options, and this will help us to see if we've read carefully and we've sort of collected all of this key details. The third troubleshooting strategy, look for any clues or direction within the question itself. This is something that we put to good effect last week. We highlighted that strategy. We're going to highlight this strategy again this week. This is a very important strategy. Strategies number 4 and 5 are very similar, using elimination and using substitution to sort of try possible solutions to a multiple choice questions. You can eliminate options that you know don't work, and you can sort of work with fewer than the 4 options that are given to you. Reducing your options obviously increases the likelihood of getting the correct answer, provided that you've eliminated the correct options. Substitution works by placing in all of the possible answers to your question. We are going to use strategy number 5 today, and I'll show you how it looks. Strategies number 6 and 7 do not take more time. You don't want to spend too much time staring at a multiple choice question without making any progress, but you also do not want to leave any questions blank. With that said, let's look at our multiple choice question for today and see how we can use these strategies. Alright, so here is the example of we're going to be dealing with today, and as I'd like to show you, there are again 2 strategies in particular, 3 I suppose you can say. First, we want to look for hints within the question, and we want to read everything very, very carefully, and we want to try some substitution. We want to try some substitution to see if it makes any sense. I'm going to read the passage for you, including all of the instructions and directions, and then we'll apply the strategies as they best fit. Okay, so the question reads, choose the best place to insert the following sentence. The following sentence. So this is the sentence over here, and I have to figure out where it best fits into this paragraph. All right, and the paragraph reads, the first toothbrush dates back over 3,000 years. In the 1700s, bristled toothbrushes began to appear. Today, they come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. With so many choices, it is easy to have good dental hygiene. After I calm myself down from all the excitement about reading on the history of toothbrushes, I can ask myself which strategies best apply. So I'm going to apply strategy 1. We just applied strategy 1. We read the entire selection and we looked at all of the multiple choice options. Does the sentence come after sentence 1, after sentence 2, after sentence 3, or after sentence 4? I realized 2 very important things, and I'm sure you did as well. First, none of my multiple choice options place the sentence before sentence 1. So this is the sentence here that I have to fit into the paragraph, and none of my options place it before sentence 1. This is very important because it's telling me that sentence 1 is my topic sentence. And sentence 1 therefore provides me with a clear idea about the theme of the reading. Sentence 1 tells me what the reading is essentially about. Secondly, I realize that the reading selection about toothbrushes is ordered chronologically. It is ordered in time, or in sense of time. So it starts with information of something about toothbrushes 3,000 years ago. It then talks about toothbrushes in the 1700s. It then talks about toothbrushes today. This is a chronological ordering, moving from further back in time to present day. This allows me to apply troubleshooting strategy number 3, looking for clues within the question. The sentence I'm being asked to place reads, "They were originally chew sticks." All right. It refers to something original. I'll try to get the whole word in there. It refers to something original about toothbrushes, meaning something about them in their early history. If this is the case, I'm inclined to believe that our option is option F. That means that our sentence must go after sentence 1. Sentence 1 talks about the first toothbrushes, and our sentence deals with what these original toothbrushes were made from. The next sentence, sentence 3, discusses toothbrushes in the 1700s, so it would not make sense to place our sentence after that. At this point, as sort of a check, I might want to try a substitution method, which is to say I might want to try to read our target sentence, our focus sentence here, and place it in context. That is, read it inside as if it were a part of this paragraph after the first sentence. And if I did that, the paragraph would sound like this. The first toothbrush dates back over 3,000 years ago. They were originally chew sticks made from twigs, feathers, bones, and even porcupine quills. In the 1700s, bristled toothbrushes began to appear. Today, they come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. With so many choices, it is easy to have good dental hygiene. I do my check in my review. I've used the substitution as a check method, and it seems to make perfect sense, so I go with option F. The answer is after sentence 1. That's it for today. Thank you guys, and we will see you soon. Take care.